Hey guys, going to do a quick update here. This is about the dog situation. Basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this one short and sweet about Sassy and the dogs. So here's the thing. We have 9, if you're new to our page, we had 10 dogs up until the 12th of December, 9 of which were rescues. So we had Chopper, that is our dog we got when we were puppy. I'm talking fast, so this is not forever long. And because some people have heard all this multiple times. So we have Chopper, who is our forever dog we got when he was a puppy. But remember, this is about Sassy, so you're going to want to stay to the end because I've got some very important stuff I want to talk about. So, and the other rescue dogs. So we got Chopper, who we got when he was a puppy. Then I rescued the Beagle, who was dumped. Then, which is Max. Then I rescued Runner, the pit bull that was dumped. He's still here. Then I rescued Maggie, who was dumped, pregnant with 8 pups. She's still here. We have 2 of her pups because Maverick, the black one with the white chest, got puppy strangles and was real sick. We kept Legend to stay with him, but yet kept them from littermate syndrome so that we could, he could have somebody to play with, because he was actually had to be inside for quite a few months at the beginning of his life because he couldn't get his vaccines and was on high doses of prednisone. And it took him, I would say we weren't comfortable with Maverick being healthy. I mean, it was months. He was over 6 months old, well over 6 months old, before we were like 100, like, okay, you know. So at that point, we're going to keep the boys. We have 2 older dogs, you know, so it would have, you know. And then Duke came along. Duke was dumped. I was asked to go catch him, so we brought him home after we caught. Well, we didn't actually have to catch him. So he went onto the property of an Amish family that knew somebody was trying to catch him, but from their neighbors, and they were able to corral him. So they just let the neighbors know so that, hey, the dog, we've got the dog here for them people to come and get. So I actually didn't have to catch him. I was headed to go catch him, but then got a call that I didn't have to, or a message or something. And then there was Willow, Poppy, and that's mother and daughter. They were on a farm basically and just allowed to do whatever, and there was no people there, there was no house there, and you could see all up Willow's ribs, and she was bloated though because she was full of worms. Poppy had an infected head wound that wasn't being cared for, so we took those 2 in. And then Sassy, who I rescued, who was not dumped, owner surrendered her after I caught her, after she was caught running the roads and almost got hit. Found out that's what she'd done all the time. She'd had a litter of pups by her dad, from my understanding, is what I was told. And they had her free to a good home on a rummage site. So I just said, do you want to just go ahead and surrender? Because I, of course, took them back to her, because that's what you do when you rescue a dog. You try to find the owners. And so they surrendered her to me. She has seizures. So let me tell you, people say thank you for finding Sassy a good home. You know what? They found Sassy. Sue and her family, they are followers of our farm, huge supporters of our farm. They believe in what we do. They help us any way they can. I mean, they're just amazing, amazing people. And they came for a visit. And when they came for a visit, I said, do you want to see any of the dogs? I can bring some of the dogs out. And she immediately said Sassy. They had lost a couple beagles within the past year. Not together at different times, but they lost 2 of their older boys, or their 2 older boys, which were the 2 dogs they had. And so I brought Sassy out, and Sassy was great with them. I mean, she was so happy to see people. They drove home and thought about it, and then they let me know that they wanted to adopt Sassy, and that they would come in December to get her. Sassy has flourished there. She is doing fabulous there. The last update I have on Sassy was when she went and saw Santa. So that was just amazing. She's just getting spoiled rotten. I couldn't trying not to get choked up here. I could not have asked for a better family to come and adopt Sassy. With her having seizures, that was a big concern for me. We thought she may just end up staying, because I have to make sure somebody can handle the fact that, you know, like she was sitting on the back of the couch behind me one night, had a seizure and peed all down me, got in my hair and everything. I need somebody that's going to be okay with that. You know, Sue, Sassy's mom, you know, who was a vet tech, if you read the letter that she sent for me to post, for 40 years. She grew up with a dog that had seizures. Sassy, she couldn't ask for a better family. And they couldn't ask for a better little dog. But what I want people to understand is I get so many comments if I say something about, oh, you know, we still need to find forever homes for dogs, whether it be Duke, Poppy, Willow, whoever it is, Sassy. You know, people are like, oh, but they just love you so much. Sassy was with us probably more than the others, because she was buddies with Max. too. So, you know, their time would be spent with us together. So, you know, she was probably with us more, and look how she's doing. I adopted a dog that we lost last year, Susie. We adopted her. We didn't rescue her. We adopted her from a rescue that had rescued her and saved her life. After she was in that rescue for 3.5 years. And it wasn't a rescue like it, you know, we're a farm and they're right here with us and they live with us. This is a building away from the lady's house, where she houses the dogs, you know. And so Susie had been there for 3.5 years. Susie came here and was just fine. Moses, that we lost in 2021, adopted him from an animal shelter. He had been there 9+ months. Came in, done just fine the first day. Is every dog going to? No. Are some dogs, is it going to be harder on them? Yes. But I guarantee you, if y'all would, what people need to understand is, I have 9 dogs here right now. Again, Chopper's the only one we got as a puppy that was our dog. Everybody else is a dump or a surrender that was in a horrible situation that we took on. These dogs need forever homes. We're not rehoming them. They need to live a life like Sassy. Y'all should want that for them. You should not give us grief, for those that do, for trying to find them forever homes. Do they love us? They love us. We love them. I love them. Duke, Poppy, Willow, and I'll be honest with you, from the minute I rescued Poppy, I was like, within a day, I was like, if I did not have so many dogs, I would keep this dog. In a heartbeat, I would keep her. In a heartbeat if I didn't have so many. But I have Chopper, Runner, Max, Maggie, and the 2 boys that I'm committed to, you know. I committed to keeping them, and I am keeping them 150%, you know. 2 of them are older, so the plan was, you know, then we'd be down to Max and Maggie together, and the 2 boys, you know, and then we would help when we can, you know. And then we ended up not being able to find homes for some of them. So what I want people to understand is they are looking for their forever home, some of them. And granted, I love Duke more than anything in this world. I love that dog. And he is a good boy. He's such a good boy that I feel like we're doing him a disservice, which we've not stopped looking for a forever home for anybody. We would say, well, I'm probably going to stay. He's probably going to stay. He's more welcome to stay. He can stay. You know, he can. And he may end up staying. Poppy and Willow are my first 2 that I would like to find forever homes for. You know, do I think Duke would love a life better than what he has here? I do think he would. No matter how much we love him, I think he would love a life where he was with his family, sitting on the couch with them, hanging out with them all the time. When y'all see these videos, Duke's not with us all the time, y'all. There's 9 dogs here. Was 10. They don't all get along. Our house is small. We can't just have 10 dogs, even if they got along, just running around my house. I just can't. Some are very destructive dogs that need worked with. Some of which are staying. Duke, I don't feel like is a destructive dog. I don't consider him a destructive dog at all. He doesn't even chew up his toys. But, you know, if the right person, Willow and Poppy are my first 2. Willow is probably, you know, she's a German Shorthair Pointer. She's got that hunting gene in her. She, I don't think, is going to get along with my cats. She is just on point with my cats. It's pretty tough. We can't just let her loose, because I'm pretty sure, you know, we're trying to work with her more, but it is hard when we have so many. Plus we have everything else we take care of. But the dogs take a lot of my time. But what I want you people to see is that I am going to attach the video Sassy if you haven't seen it, and versus give us negative comments, those that do, and don't understand how we can find forever homes for dogs because you'd fall in love with them. People say that, and I get that. That's not negative to me, you saying that. But people that say, I can't believe you would do that. That dog loves you, and that's going to be hard on them. Look at Sassy. The dogs I've taken in, that I had actually adopted from other people that saved them. They've done just fine. Now, will some take longer to decompress? Again, yes. But at the same time, y'all should want these dogs to live their best life. And while you want for it to be us, I'm not going to lie and say it is, because it's not. We're not the best home for them. Are they safe? They're safe. Are they fed? They're fed. Do they get treats? Yes. Do they get toys? Yes. Do they get to run around and play? Yes. Do they get loved on? Definitely. But are they living their best life? No. They need to be like Sassy and with her family when they're home. It's not like that here. It's just not. It can't be. It never will be. You know, some can't be mixed together. That's just the way it is. Some can't be mixed together. I've got some very high, intense dogs here right now. Maggie being one of them. Max being one of them, even though he's little. You know, Duke doesn't like Willow at all, but he likes Poppy. He's fine with Poppy, but he does not like Willow. And Willow and him have not ever had any, but he does not like her. So, you know, yes, we are looking for forever homes. I would like to see Poppy and Willow, and I'm telling you, Poppy will break my heart when she goes too, if we find the right forever home for her, because I love that dog. I love them all, but you know, I don't know. There's just something about her that, I don't know. You know, it's kind of like Duke. There's just, you know, there's something about all of them. You know, Willow, I think, would make somebody a great family dog, even though she's got that hunting gene. I think if they had a nice fenced-in yard, and no cats, at least not our cats, anyways. She may be able to work into them later. I don't know. But, you know, people need to watch this video that I'm going to attach to this, if you haven't seen it, of Sassy, less than 24 hours with her family. Is that going to be the case with every dog? No, I'm not going to lie and say it is. But we've been fortunate. Any dogs we rehome have adjusted fine. Dogs that we've adopted from shelters and rescues have been fine. Maggie is the only dog I've really had, and Max, that I've had. Max was more trauma, fear related. Duke had a little bit of that in the beginning. And then Maggie is just, you know, Maggie's just intense. Maggie's got a lot of separation things, but we're working through things. And that girl will forever be my girl. Man, I love that dog. She is got a special place with me. She's one of those, you know, I don't know. We consider myself, my husband and I, I'm like one of those hard to love kind of people. I've had a lot of trauma, things happen in my life that, some inflicted upon by others, some inflicted upon by myself. And I tend to push people away, and it's a hard thing, you know. And I consider Maggie, like Maggie, I see me in Maggie. I see her anxiety levels. I see her fear of people leaving. I see her, there's just so much of Maggie that I see that makes her hold a special place in my heart, because I get it. It's easier for people to leave them than to love them through it. And my husband has loved me through it. So, you know, and we will love Maggie through it all, no matter what gets thrown at us with her. And there were days, I'm not going to lie, that I walked out of this house going, what have I done? This dog? I'm never, never doing this again. And then we had 4 more here. So obviously that was just me, especially during menopause, venting. So, but anyways, this is what I want people to see. I'm going to attach this video. Watch it. Want a good life for these dogs. If anything, help us find them forever homes. Don't try to make them stay. Don't think it's a bad thing for them to go on and live a good life, because that's what they deserve. Every one of these dogs that we still want to find forever homes for. And like I said, I'm not really so concerned about Duke as much as I am Poppy and Willow. You know, Poppy's young. She needs to be with a family. Willow is just, she's a sweetheart. Man, she's a sweetheart. I love that dog. I say that about all of them. I love that dog. I do. I love them all. Even when they drive me crazy, I love them. I want to see more for Willow and Poppy, but I definitely want to see, I would love to see more for Duke too, to be honest. But, you know, I don't know. I just need people to think about all that. So anyways, I will attach the video.
She's already been running around a couple of times. She's tired.